Thanks, Michaela. Blind AF is this year's Sedona Film Festival Audience Choice Award winner. It tells the story of Sean Cheshire, a blind athlete who crossed the U.S. on a single bike, and the trauma she confronted along the way and throughout her life. Blind AF is more than a film about athletic achievement. It's a journey of grief, healing, and self-discovery. Director Gina LeVay followed Cheshire, a Flagstaff resident, across the country as she became the first blind person to ride a single bike from coast to coast.
The hardest part is there's an exorbitant amount of fear getting on a single bike as a blind person. So the hardest part is figuring out how to feel all of that and still do it.
The documentary screened at Klein Library. Viewers laughed, cried, and participated in a Q&A with Cheshire and LeVay after the film.
When I listened to it for the first time, I sobbed through the entire movie. And all I could think of was, nobody's going to want to see this. And it was the first time in my life that it was such a very profound moment of feeling seen and heard.
The film peels back the layers of Cheshire's life, including her time as an Army veteran, her traumatic brain injury, and childhood abuse. Throughout it all, she pushes forward.
So for me, in order to not get stuck, and because I feel like all of that is so much bigger than I am, that if I don't keep moving, it's going to swallow me whole. And so that's how I help myself, is that I just keep moving so it can't catch me, if that makes sense. And in that process, I'm also healing.
NAU Health Sciences professor Scott Drum helped bring the film to campus.
It really is about resilience and determination, and no barriers are in a person's way. You know, Sean shatters those.
Cheshire challenges audience perceptions about blindness and encourages them to live authentically.
And you can't figure out who you are if you don't do anything hard. This is not the way it works. When you do hard things and when you're uncomfortable, that's where you find what you're made of.
On top of cycling across the country, Cheshire has attempted Everest, hiked the Grand Canyon rim to rim, and has cycled all the way from Canada to Mexico, with Scott Drum as her guide. Helena, Robla, NAC Today.